Ay, ay, ay. Web slinging all around Manhattan. Tony Stark, what's happening? Got a new suit in styling, so go and get to snapping. I post it for you, players, post it for you. Do a flip, then drop a perpetrator. Stop them for you. Got an apartment with my auntie. Oh, two look like Demi. Make me an Avenger. Spider-Man in that.
Review time is seriously in like a few minutes. Everybody's already in the theater room. I'm not tripping. I'm gonna show up last minute because I want to do my little vlog here. I want to tell a funny thing. I'm so happy to see this movie with my mask off. Last time, when I was watching a movie with Little Hunter, I rocked my mask the entire time because I was amongst the crowd, and I actually barely got to see some of the movie. I mean, I heard and I was there for the whole movie. I still enjoyed it, but it was just so funny because I had to pretend to do this, and I would actually just defog my lens on my forehead and try to get a view of the movie. So now, let's go actually see this movie. And then after that, I'm gonna bring all my Spider-Verse crew up here in the dressing or the projector room, and we're gonna do a video review on the new Spider-Man Homecoming movie. Spider-Man bag, Spider-Man hoodie, I got my Spidey jammies on, I'm cozy, I got my comp tick. Let's go do this. Yep.
Great movie, yeah.
Guys, okay, here's a questionnaire for you guys. As Spider-Man fans, did this film represent what Spider-Man should be to you? I mean, out of comic books, comic book covers,
yeah.
What, you know, as a Spidey fan, were you like, okay, this is Spider-Man?
Yeah, no disrespect
or was it
to
just
the
like,
first
no,
two,
this is a total different
this kid grabbed it exactly the way it should be. The mouth talking, the talking 24/7. That is, I'm sorry, that's Spidey, man. And we have not seen that yet.
And the fact that he was learning everything, just because you have web shooters doesn't mean you know where you know, like things like where to hit, what to shoot.
How many web combinations did they have?
500.
Yeah.
Nice. Like, when, I'm interested, what now, in the future, will we see out of his web shooters? Like, what else am I going to see with that web skis, web parachute? What else are we going to see out of the webbing, right? That's going to be an intricate thing.
And I like how he made a lot of mistakes, too. He was making a lot of mistakes the whole time. He was just like, he was just struggling the whole time. He's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm just figuring this out.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Like when he saved the guys at the bank, or when he went in and stopped the guys at the bank, how he ended up making a bigger problem.
Yeah.
And you saw when he came out, he was like, oh.
You gotta figure out how to
He's learning.
You gotta figure out how to do this.
Kind of leading to that responsibility thing, you know? There was a reference in there, we even heard some talk about responsible, when Happy was talking about responsible. I lost my backpack. That's not responsible.
Right.
The whole theme of Spidey is great responsibility, dealing with responsibility in life. That's what the hero represents.
And I like how they showed that, like him learning, because he had the backpack in the alleyway, and then he stuck it to like a tree that was higher, so that nobody could get to, stuff like that.
He changed in the alley, guys. Since y'all were taking so long in the bathroom, I changed in the alley, just like that movie scene. In my boxers. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Did your bag get stolen too?
Oh, I had responsible action.
I'm going to say, too, I think the Vulture has been besides, I'm going to be honest, Doc Ock killed it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock.
Yeah, I had someone just tell me now that that's probably their favorite villain. Venom, what do you think about that?
What? About villains and everything? Thus far, best ones done, I have to admit, are Doc Ock, Vulture, and Norman Osborn.
Have all been that.
So,
Spider-Man, the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man series took the villains to another level. I as well just said that was some guy in the movie theater. We were like, dude, so far the villain. But now, hold on. At the very, very end, yes, this is spoiler. Spoiler alert! Vulture totally just introduced the Scorpion, right?
Yes, he did.
So he had the Scorpion tat on his neck, his voice, that squeaky voice. It's just like we totally
And he
saw.
had the
So
scar in
now,
the one eye, too.
Sinister Six, what do you think? Do you think we'll see just a few more villains, or will we see the whole Sinister Six eventually?
Oh, they'll put everybody.
I'd say, yeah, there's going to be a Sinister Six film.
I think the third one's going to be the Sinister Six. I think they'll introduce the third one and the second one, and then the third one will actually end up fighting all of them. And it makes more sense because we did also have him say something. If you guys heard Donald Glover say something about the Miles Morales. If you guys know the Ultimate comic book, which you can tell this is the Ultimate comic book, what happens when the Sinister Six gets introduced? Peter goes and fights him, and Miles is there. So we do know Miles is in this universe from Donald Glover, you guys, which means by the third one, I hope to God, I don't think it'd happen, but something tells me Miles will pop up by the third movie.
For sure, third movie.
By the third movie.
We guys.
The movie is
I kind of didn't feel like at first this movie had earned it. Like I was kind of questioning, like going into it, like this didn't feel like a Captain America or an Iron Man or like a Marvel movie. But then that whole line from Tony, where he's like, "You got to wear this. You know, if you're not more than this suit, then you need to prove, you know, that you're a hero." And I felt like this movie really just kind of said, "Hey, this is hard," and this character sold it. And without that character, I don't think this movie would have. That actor, this movie would have flown. So that was the big thing for me.
Hell yeah.
Guys, what did y'all think about where he lifted all the rubble off of himself?
Yeah,
that moment. That was like the heroic moment of the movie for me.
That's when he's when he's realizing Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
That's from the John Romita. When he fight Dr.
Famous comic book cover where Spider-Man's just like lifting building rubble.
I like that too, though. They had a lot of little Easter eggs in there that you didn't think about.
This movie is full of Easter eggs. Oh my God.
I don't think I even caught them all.
Anyone else notice? I think I saw two people on it. Anyone else notice the big Easter egg of the girl called Cindy, the Asian girl? Yeah. And she's like, Cindy, come on. When they're about to get in the hot tub, remember they're about to go swimming?
Cindy
said,
Moon.
Cindy, come on. You guys know who the Cindy is, right?
Cindy Moon, right?
Cindy Moon. Asian girl.
Silk.
Cindy. Come on, you guys. Silk's already in there. There, you got Silk in the bird. Yeah. That's another Easter egg.
See, I didn't even put that together, bro. I didn't even put that together. There's tons of stuff I probably
Like, Cindy,
missed.
come on. Like right when they were upstairs and he came out the hotel room, he said it. He said, Cindy, come on, let's go. And I was like, dude,
It is a good start, but I have to say to the rest of the group, who do you connect with other than Peter Parker and Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, in this movie? Do you connect with anyone else at all?
Happy.
Happy? Well, yeah. Other than the guys we know, okay?
Stressed out, happy.
Other than the guys we know, all right?
Hannibal Buress.
What new characters? Who's your favorite new character for the film? Other than
he can definitely connect. I can see
You
him
see?
connecting with
Ned.
Ned. But we all do connect with Ned a little bit. If you think
Yeah.
about it, because we all would be that sidekick. We would be that guy.
The man in the chair.
The guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair.
Okay.
I was a handler today. The guy in the chair.
Yeah.
What are you doing in
Sidekick style, you know?
I'm watching. No. What are you doing in here?
Sidekicks.
There's a.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What about, what's her name?
Last name?
Not Liz, what's the other girl? The girl who took the lead of the...
So I don't think that's the same character.
Yeah.
Liz.
And think about
Liz,
it, you
right?
guys. She
Liz
might
is in the
say
comics,
Michelle
right?
Because
Not,
she doesn't really like
not the
name
girl that...
MJ and Mary. Think about it. Michelle might be her own name. We all know that's the kind of person she, like when they said, you're at the party too, and she's like, am I?
Her, who is she supposed to be? I think she's a hidden character. I think she's gonna end up the tiger chick or something.
That's what I thought.
She's like not necessarily another spider, but yeah, someone else that's gonna end up working with
the
him.
vibe from Flash that Flash actually does not like Peter. I think he actually does like him, and that's why like he smacked his butt. Pow. Like
He's always picking on because he's buddies with him. He's him and Parker are the high school adversaries. They're competition to each other.
And also too, like I don't know if you guys watched the Flash or the Ultimate comic books.
Yeah.
We all know that Flash Thompson's favorite superhero is who? Spider-Man.
That's in every
And
version.
that's why I gave him the car. That's what he's like, dude, I can't.
Agent Venom as well. That would be cool if we could see some Agent Venom out of the Flash. To 10. What do you think?
Solid 9.
Solid 9. Damn.
I thought it was a cat's meow, so I give it a 9.
Ooh, 9. Venom, what do you think? On a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of the movie?
Say again?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of the movie Venom?
Solid 8.
All right, you ready for Venom movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see Tom as Eddie Brock.
Oh, come on, yeah, Tom
plays complex characters that have some issues, and Eddie is a very complex kind of dude. So, yeah.
Iron Spider. Scale of 1 to 10, bro. How'd you enjoy that movie?
Well, it took a minute for me to come at the end, but I give it I don't know what, an 8.5.
Ooh.
There's a certain thing I liked it, but it felt like Tony Stark was kind of like giving him the training wheels through the whole movie, kind of with the suit and the Jarvis in the head.
It was a
I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, I love movies. It felt like he had too much help. A little bit.
I see it. I totally agree. It wasn't exactly the Spider-Man movie. It's like
Spider-Man not living it up to his
Spider-Man, Iron Man, yeah.
true potential
If
there.
it was like his second movie, I wouldn't really mind, because he by the time he know people, but then like he like said he had, wrong with Happy, but like I said he had Iron Man, Salem, not once, not twice,
Yeah.
3 times. It's just like a lot of things going on, but like I said, I felt like he had a responsibility thing tight when it comes to the movie, but when it comes to his loneliness, him being like the weird one out, I didn't feel that from him.
odd man out.
That's a good point, man. I can agree with that, actually.
Only one person kicked on.
Well, he was kind of developing that at the party. He's standing out the window and he's looking at everybody else partying. He's like, I gotta go do this.
That great responsibility, like I gotta do this. No one else is gonna do this, you know.
Well, you have to keep in mind,
He touched
you
it
have
up.
to keep in mind he's 15.
Yeah.
And in the other movies he was like 17.
Yeah, that's
about to
true.
graduate.
This is kind of a coming of age.
Yeah, like-
This is the freshest we've seen
Right, like,
Spidey
go back, like,
in a
think
movie.
back when you were 15.
Look
you
at
know, what the hell's going
him
on?
in Civil
You're
War.
thinking, you know, everything.
I don't want to
Civil
think
War,
back
he only
then.
had his powers for 6 months.
Right.
And Tony recruits him to like fight off the other
Right.
team. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was
He even calls Tony out for that too.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that when I was
really
fighting
strange
Captain
to me.
America.
Yeah.
He called him out for it. Like you didn't say that.
He needed him.
Yeah, he needed him.
Yeah.
But it was all intense.
1 to 10.
So I give it a 9. A 9, obviously I love it, but one of the things that I missed was that I would have liked to see was, you know, how he got to be Spider-Man. Cause
Just
That's
the
what
origin
just-
story.
yeah, like,
of
you know,
time,
get
so,
bit or
like,
whatever, that whole theory.
So you would like some background, where everybody else is
Yeah.
past that. Everyone else is just the opposite. They're
I
like,
like how they flash back and
I've
had the
seen it
video
so many
footage when
times.
he's, you know, getting the shield. I thought that was dope because
Yeah.
it mixes the
The-
movie together. But I would like to see like how he got to be Spider-Man because you really don't know unless you follow the other stories.
so if someone is jumping in, but that's the thing, like everybody else assumes it's already been done 100 times, it's over. But yeah,
But
maybe just a quick
every movie
flashback.
has a different take on
You
it.
know, the most we hear him say is he was bit by a spider. That's all we heard when he was talking in
I
there,
think
right?
it's one of those things where everybody knows this story and how like it's kind of like the whole 6-man Krypton thing. I mean, you could make it. I feel like you could.
Yeah.
But at least in the Hulk though, in the Hulk movie, the Incredible Hulk though, in the credits at the beginning, they show what happened to him.
The only difference between that and what happened.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
They filled that background hole at least and kicked it off.
Yeah, because Ned could have been like, how in the hell are you Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And he could have been
Right.
like, how? Like, yeah, you are Spider-Man, but how?
That's a whole nother
Spider-
Well, he
thing.
did talk to me. He's like,
Yeah.
"Where's the spider at? Do you still have him?" Because he's like, "I wouldn't mind getting bit. I wouldn't mind getting
Well,
bit."
so I guess
Spider
it's a-
died.
We talked about it. He's like, "Dude,
Yeah.
the spider's dead." Like he told him that the spider. But yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Mark, 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'm actually gonna give it like an 8.5. And the reason I'm gonna give it the 8.5 is because as the first Spider-Man movie, I think that we're gonna see now in the MCU, they did a really good job, but there definitely was a couple things that they could have done, I think, better. I also think they tried to introduce way too the Easter eggs. There was way too many characters being introduced. Well, they're only Easter eggs, but they're opening up a world of so much. They're gonna have to fulfill it now. I mean, we had a little reference about Miles. We know Cindy Moon's in there. We know there's an MJ now. Like, no, those are some big
Right.
Spider-Verse characters. You know what I mean?
All the
And-
stuff we're talking about now, are they hyping us up for just keeping us on our toes,
Right.
keep the money racket going, or is actually are we gonna see it?
But I will
You
say
know?
8.5. I also, like I said, I think the reason I give 8.5 is only because they're the only character base. Really, honestly, I love Tony. I mean, we all know our boy Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. You want to say he's an amazing Tony, but
Alright.
he's always got the charisma. But really, when he wasn't in, yeah, Happy had a good part. But really, it's all about Peter and
Spidey.
And to me, that's
Vulture's
you're
badass
writing on
fuck.
two guys for a whole movie. That it did fine, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to write on. You know, just without those guys, imagine if they didn't have Vulture.
No, he killed it, bro. He killed it.
If we did him, and of course, getting Michael Keaton, I'm gonna tell you guys in the Marvel Universe, that was the smartest thing you guys
Oh,
could have
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
The smartest thing you could have done.
Especially since
Yeah.
Birdman reference.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Birdman. All right. Panther.
I got one thing too. I don't care.
He has his own movie coming.
7 months.
He don't care.
On my wrist, you know I make it go thwip. That's how I live that Spidey life. That Spidey life. That's how I live that Spidey life. That Spidey life.